Ava, thank you for joining us in the studio today. We really appreciate having you in, of course, and giving you your time out of your day. But the first question we wanted to ask was, because of your mum's career, we assume you probably grew up around netball courts and it being just like a second nature to you. But we wanted to know, in your own words, why did you start playing netball?
Well, honestly, I started playing when I was about 7 or 8. And I was terrible. I hated it. I just stood there on the court. So I played basketball for a bit, came back, and then I actually loved it. And I always went to Blaze trainings, and I don't know, I probably took in some information from that, even though I was young. But just implemented it, and yeah.
Ava, obviously your family are very synonymous with the region. You spent most of your playing career at Wandon, but this year you did move to Mount Evelyn. Was that because you wanted to be alongside some of your Blaze mentors like Ella Bayliss and Caitlin Black?
Yeah, 100%. Ella's an amazing player, and KB, but especially being able to work with Ella like in the attacking end, she's just great. She has really good court craft, and she just helps me out, tells me what to do, and I pretty much just do whatever she says. Yep.
Can you explain a little bit more about the structure of the North East Blaze as a VNL club? You're currently playing as part of the VNL Reserves, but tell us about the different squads that are part of the club and what it means to be a VNL Reserves player.
Yeah, so we have 2 development teams. We have a 19s team, which they play on a Friday night, and then we have the Reserves team, which play on a Tuesday night. And that the Reserve team are more for like the up and coming into the VNL. And then we have 23s and Champ, which obviously play on the Wednesday night.
Can you tell us a little bit more about a typical week between training and playing both locally and with the Blaze?
So my week starts from Tuesday. I have school netball in the morning, and then I have my Blaze Reserves game in the afternoon. Wednesdays, I have, if I get the opportunity to, I'll play on the Blaze 23s team. And then I also have school training. Thursdays, I have my Mount Ev training, and then Fridays, nothing on Fridays. And then Saturdays, I have my Mount Ev game, and Sundays, I have my Blaze training.
Since being in a VNL program, what do you think you've learned or improved on?
Definitely my court craft, like my spatial awareness, knowing where to go, my confidence, just popping up the shots, and my leadership. I feel like I'm really good with communicating with everyone on court.
We know that when you have a busy schedule, it's important to try and take some time away from it and wind down. Can you tell us what you'd like to do to take your mind off of netball?
Yeah, so I'm a very introverted person, so I like my own space. So I like just, chilling in my room. I'm a bit of a nerd. I like to read, so get my mind off of everything, or, just hang out with friends, go shopping, whatever again.
Who was a player locally at VNL or even Suncorp Super Netball level that inspires you, and what do you like about their game?
So from SSN level, probably Kira Austin. I think she has really great court craft and she's an amazing goaler. Probably from like VNL-ish level would be either Ella Tennant or Georgia Moody. They're both like fitness freaks. They also have really good court craft, know where to go, and they have great leadership skills.
What is your ultimate goal when it comes to netball? Is it getting to SSN level?
I guess everyone probably wants to get to SSN level one day. But yeah, probably, or just as high as I can go, even if that is in VNL still. So, whatever that is.
Got to ask, Ava, knowing that your family's got very close ties to Wandon, your old man's particularly quite passionate about the club. How did he take the news that not only you were leaving Wandon, but you were joining one of their arch rivals?
Look, he did try to convince me to stay at Wandon for a bit. He, as everyone knows, he still is there on a Thursday night. He will not wear this scarf. So, that just says everything, I guess.
Very good. Ava, thank you so much for joining us in the studio, and good luck for the rest of the season and the career ahead.
Well, thank you. Thanks so much for having me.